Psychology research shows that 93% of communication is nonverbal. You are trying to gain respect by talking, but the most respected people in the room are usually the quietest. Today, I'm going to show you the silent routine, a daily structure used by high achievers that forces people to respect you without you saying a single word. Most people think silence is passive. They see it as weakness, as giving up, as letting others win. But that's a fundamental misunderstanding of how influence actually works. Real power doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to. Think about the last time someone kept their composure when everyone around them was losing it. How did that feel? There's something almost magnetic about a person who refuses to be pulled into chaos. They become the anchor in the storm, and people gravitate toward that stability without even realizing why. Here's what most people miss. Respect isn't earned through words. It's earned through restraint. Every time you choose not to react, not to explain, not to defend yourself against baseless criticism, you're actually demonstrating something far more valuable than being right. You're showing control, and control is what separates those who get respected from those who get ignored. But there's a specific way this works. You can't just be silent randomly and expect results. There's a method to it, a routine that shifts how people perceive and treat you. It changes the entire dynamic of your interactions without you having to say a single word about it. The question isn't whether silence is powerful. The question is, are you using it correctly? Because when you understand the mechanics behind this, when you see exactly which moments to speak and which to hold back, something fascinating happens. People start treating you differently, not because you demanded it, but because you became undeniable. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. You're in a meeting. Someone takes a shot at your work. The old version of you would have jumped in immediately, defending, explaining, maybe even attacking back. But now, you let 3 seconds pass. Just 3. In those seconds, something shifts. The room feels it. That person who tried to bait you suddenly looks smaller because they expected a reaction and got composure instead. This isn't about being passive. It's about being selective. Every word you don't say is energy you keep. Every argument you don't enter is time you protect. Every explanation you refuse to give is power you retain. The math is simple, but most people never do it. They spend their entire lives in a deficit, constantly giving away what they should be guarding. Here's what changes when you get this right. People stop testing you because testing someone who doesn't react is boring. They move on to easier targets. Your reputation shifts from reactive to reliable, from emotional to grounded, from someone who needs to be handled carefully to someone who simply handles themselves. The pattern becomes clear once you see it. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most respected. The person explaining themselves constantly is rarely the most trusted. The one defending every criticism is rarely the most secure. But the one who can sit in silence while chaos swirls around them, that person becomes unmovable. Think about who you want to become. Not the version that wins every argument, not the version that gets the last word. The version that walks into any situation knowing their worth doesn't depend on proving it. That's available to you right now. It starts the next time you feel that urge to react, and you choose stillness instead. That's when respect stops being something you chase and becomes something you command. The shift happens gradually, then all at once. You'll notice it in small moments first. The way people pause before interrupting you. The way they listen differently when you finally speak. The way respect appears without you asking for it. This routine isn't complicated, but it requires something most people aren't willing to give: consistency. One moment of strategic silence doesn't change anything, but weeks of it, months. That's when you become someone different. Someone who doesn't need volume to have presence. Start tomorrow. Pick one situation where you'd normally react and choose restraint instead. Feel how uncomfortable it is at first. That discomfort is your old pattern dying. Let it. Because what replaces it is something far more valuable than winning a pointless exchange or getting temporary satisfaction from a clever comeback. Your worth was never up for debate.